Modern day slavery is mental junk. Yep, I said it. You can tell your dad I said it. You can tell your uncle I said it. You can tell anyone I said it. But I said it. Modern day slavery is today's level of mental junk. Our ability to increase our consumption rate and inherit things mentally, physically, emotionally that does not serve us well. And our ability to believe that we are entitled to be healthy financially, spiritually, mentally, emotionally is foolish. And the entitlement is disgusting. You want to get better. You want to get well. You want to be a high performer and be a high leader of your environment, of your circumstances, of your culture and your influence. You want to actually get things done a better way. Here it is. Decrease your consumption rate on things that you don't understand. Why it's there, where it's coming from, and what does it serve. And decrease your ability to inherit things that are not good for you, for your vision, for your purpose, that doesn't serve you. Everything can serve you. You can't have too many things. If one thing is important, that's important. But if everything becomes important, then everything loses its importance, period. So if you have mental junk in your life, if you have things serving you, coming to you, but it doesn't add up to your vision, and you don't even understand it, what it's coming from, why does it exist, and who does it serve, and who controls this junk, then you don't understand your own life and you have no control. Mental junk is the red button that has been pushed for modern day slavery. I created the execution playbook for leaders and high performers to hit bigger goals faster with less wasted effort. Now let's get into the show. Yo, welcome back to, I don't even know what episode we're on, but I do know we are on Credos 26 through 30, I believe. There is one thing I want to educate you on about me and thyself. The things that I say here, I know they seem intense and they appear to be detrimental and disempowering sometimes when someone is comfortable, and I believe that you shouldn't be intensely. And the things I say are more like arrows instead of a pillow. Just know that this is how I view my goals. My goals. And I created this show to allow people to get into the mind of me, where they see what does it take to hit your goals and execute them. That's why the show is the execution playbook. On how to execute in a way, in business, in life, in our mind, where our goals become inevitable. So the intensity comes from me, that I refuse to negotiate with my goals, with the things that I say I want. Now, yes, I'm human. Yes, I will have days where I don't feel up to par. Yes, that is normal. That happens. But this show is simply a mirror of my internal warfare and beliefs. And I simply take the mirror and I show it to you all. I reveal everything that I say. So why am I telling you this? I am not hard and tough and intense because this is some kind of online personality where I am intense here but soft everywhere. No, this is my daily mindset on how I live and how I even get through. How I get through. And it takes a rigorous mindset because we are human and we are like water, as I always say. Water likes to take the easiest route. And if we don't have intense focus on how to execute, and if we don't understand the playbook, then we are going to be like water and we are going to go to the area of least resistance. We are not going to climb the mountain because the mountain is most resistance and we won't ever get anything done. So the goal here is to show you and sharpen you with intensity and clarity on what needs to be done in your mentality, in your vision, and in your own potential. Okay? So this is not some kind of online personality. This is saying, hey, I'm going to open you up to my mind and show you the person that I am and why does it take what it takes to get to said goals. So we are on Credo 26. We are making our way through here. I believe this is the sixth episode on the Credos, 5 per episode. And yeah, I'm having a good time. I hope you're having a good time. And I hope you are being sharpened. If this is your first episode listening to the Credos before we get started, I recommend you go back and listen to the others. Go back and listen to the others. Why? Because, once again, a house that is built on good bricks is built well. But if you put a bad brick at the bottom and build your good bricks on top, you will always have a house built on bad bricks. So go back, learn the new bricks, learn the bricks before, and then come to the present where we are still stacking better bricks. Credo 26. Kekich says, religiously nourish your body with proper nutrition, exercise, recreation, sleep, and relaxation techniques. Okay. Discipline in the body sustains discipline in the mind. Your discipline in your body will sustain your discipline in your mind. What are we saying here? Well, first thing is, are you disciplined in your body? That's the first thing to even get to. Or are you a slave to your body? Are you? When you are hungry, do you always have to eat? Or do you put your body under your feet and tell your body what is going to happen? Do you overeat because you think you're hungry? Do you listen to your body when it says, hey, don't work out? Hey, don't go do this? Now, I'm not speaking about, hey, you should neglect the feelings of your body, because there are definitely alert signs in your body, your physical body, that tells you what is happening in your life. And most of those, yes, you definitely have to honor. No doubt. Okay. Like if you have a massive migraine and that's a normality, then you may want to get that checked out. Like that's normal. Okay. So I'm not saying don't be dumb here. What I'm saying is, when it comes to your goals, when it comes to the things that you understand need to be done, because I would tell you here, most people, 99, maybe even 100% of the world universally, don't want to be overweight. If they are, they do not have a sustained joy from being overweight. But they are overweight because either they lack discipline or they lack vision in the discipline. And this is the crucial point, is take care of your body, period. It's simple. Take care of your body. And this is what he's saying. Take care of your body properly. With nutrition, exercise, recreation, sleep, and relaxation techniques. Because discipline in your body will sustain discipline in your mind. You're not going to be sharp, focused, full of clarity if you're putting junk into your body. Okay? That's first thing. And if you're lazy, your heart's out of shape, your muscles are out of shape, they take actually more energy to keep them out of shape to keep them in shape. Okay? A vehicle that's having issues starting, will take more energy to keep it going than it is for a better vehicle. Right? Simple. Our bodies are the same. They are analogous. If I am distorted internally in my physical body and things are not aligned how they should be, my heart isn't healthy, I eat junk, potato chips on the couch, I don't run, exercise, lift weights, I do nothing, yoga, even anything is beneficial, then of course my mind is not going to be sharp. Why? Because my mind gets its energy from my body. And we believe that we could sustain success, discipline in our mind, but we have no discipline in our body, when the body fuels the mind. Okay? You treat your body like a temple and allows it to have a wellspring of energy into your mind. You want clarity? Eat better. You want clarity? Take care of your body. Discipline your body. Do what you need to do to your body. Okay? You have no idea what's on the other side. And then he says, nutrition, exercise, recreation, sleep, and relaxation techniques. Stop feeding your body junk. I have this new app, and I don't know where it's at because I don't have my phone, but if I had, I would show you. There's this app I have, and it tells you like exactly the health rates of these different things. You can scan anything that has a barcode basically, and it would show you like if it's actually beneficial for you and why it's not. And I would tell you that literally it is very hard to find anything that is actually good for you. Like things, there's a margin of things in food when you have food items that are good for you, or you have things that are not like detrimental. That's different, right? If something is not terrible, it doesn't mean it's good. It doesn't mean it's not terrible. It's not going to kill you, but it doesn't mean it's great for you. So something good for you and something that's not terrible for you are not the same thing. And we have to get this fixed in our psyche. If something that's not terrible means it's still bad. It's just not going to kill you. Something that is good and great for you is something that's actually going to benefit you, is going to move you forward. Figure this out. I'm going to grab these bag of chips because these aren't terrible. Yeah, but they're not great. So these things will flourish you into your body. And we have to be aware of this. And we're just talking body here. Like what if I was to get on the panel of life on about your environment, your mental environment, your emotional environment, and the things that you allow into your mind emotionally and spiritually. Right? That's a whole nother lesson we can talk about on stewarding your body and stewarding your soul and your spirit. Okay? That we want to be sharp, but we have other elements on this earth in the realm of where we live, and we believe that we should be sharp and sharp and sharp, but we have things pulling us and killing us. Foolish. Watch your intake, okay? Your intake is your production rate. And whatever you have on your intake is the rate on your production. So whatever you inherit in, you will get out. You will get results from. Nutrition is one of those. If you say you are a high performer, if you're someone here that's getting ready maybe to be a high performer or a high level leader, then it is very important that you learn this lesson early and take your body seriously. We are blessed with bodies that even have the ability to keep going after we treat them like trash. Doesn't mean we should keep doing it. Means that God is graceful to give us bodies that doesn't kill us after we eat one potato chip. Okay? So it doesn't mean you eating potato chips and not dying means it's okay. No, it means that there's grace for our bodies, and that hopefully there's a day that you get out of that foolishness and start to eat better. Okay? And then Kekker says, exercise. Are you exercising? What are you doing? I'm still here. Let that sit a little bit. Are you exercising your body? We're not talking about mind here. I wish we did. But body. Are you exercising your body? Because if you have a healthy body that has more energy, then it will produce more energy for your mind to allow you to think better with clarity and focus. And if you say you're a high performer, but you have no exercise routines, are you? Are you a high performer out of responsibility or reward? Are you a high performer out of vision and focus or consequences? You know, you ended up there, or you got into it because of money, the reward of things. What are you a high performer? Because if you are a high performer because you like the reward of the job, then this episode won't be good for you. Well, actually, it may be. You may not enjoy it, the cutting on your heart, because reward focus energy doesn't exist here. We are about getting things done in our responsibility, and the rewards are byproducts of us getting things done. Okay? I'm going to focus on what are the bags of money that is handed to me, and I'm going to multiply the money. And then once I multiply the money, I'm going to get more money, which is more responsibility. Okay? And I may get paid out of that, but that's not the goal. The goal is to multiply the money to do the job, to do what needs to be done. And then I get my reward. Take care of responsibility, then go back to your reward. That's a freebie for you. You're welcome. And then he gets to recreation. Recreation. What are you doing recreationally? Okay. Are you out in the parks? Are you out in events? Go snowboarding or whatever you need to do. Have a recreation lifestyle. Okay. Why? Because you need to get outside is very beneficial for us to connect with the air, the trees, to be present in the sun. Very, very beneficial. Okay. Are you doing these things? Right. The goal here, listen, guys, the goal here is not to say, I'm going to add up random things into my life. The goal is to, okay, if I'm a high performer and I want to be the best I can be, then I'm going to do things according to my vision than the present. And this is where we miss it as people. This is another free one for you. We're in positions, we're in situations or circumstances in our lives, present lifestyles, and we don't change things because we don't feel that we need to change, because in the present we don't feel different. So until you have vision, a concrete vision, that not dreams but vision, that you see and you understand how you're going to get there, then only then will you be able to see, feel, and understand the things that you need to change now. So the things that we're talking about, if you don't understand these things, like, hey, I need to change this, is because you have no vision. Get vision. And if the vision's like, well, I'm getting there, but I don't have to change these things. No, your vision's too small. Have something that is hard for you to reach, but the chances are you will, but it's not easy. And these things will be dependent, and those things also will be dependent on your ability to get there. So recreation would be important. Why? Because you need a time not only to disconnect, to relax, let your muscle rest, your mental muscle rest. These are important. Steward your body. Get away, relax, have recreation, do things differently. Do things that's going to ignite your body. Skydiving, scuba diving, snowboarding, like things that are different, where you are experiencing some novelty. Very important for your body to experience that, your physical body. Sleep. He says sleep. I know that we hate sleep, right? Who needs sleep? Well, me. I need sleep. Why? Because I found out that if I was to operate off 7 hours of sleep or 8 hours of sleep instead of 4 hours of sleep, that my daily longevity, it will destroy anyone else's. I am able to execute throughout the whole day instead of 2 hours per day. And this is the dumbness that I see in people's lives. We say, oh, I only need 4 hours of sleep. Yeah, well, you're only good for 4 hours of the day. And the rest of the day, you're tired and you're not even clear and focused. So what's the point of saying, well, I don't need 3 more hours or 2 more hours? Yes, you do. Why? Because when you wake up, instead of getting 4 or 5 hours of like execution work, you're able to do 15 hours of execution work just for like 2 more hours of sleep. It is an investment. It is genius. And the people that don't believe it is are probably the ones that don't have well lives and they're just chasing a bag or they're chasing something and their factions of lives are declining. Okay? We will talk about this another day. Sleep based on your vision, not your current circumstances. Remember. And then, of course, he says relaxation techniques. What is your style of play when it comes to elevating these 4 things? Nutrition, exercise, recreation, and sleep. The 4. What are your techniques, your styles when you have to innovate these things into your life? What is it? What is your nutrition? What is your play on that? What is your play on exercising? What is your play on recreation? And what is your play on sleep? These are the things that matters for your body. And if you're not doing them, do them now. Do not end the day without having these 4 focused, tuned, and aligned to your vision. Okay? Don't do it. Credo 27. Kekich says, the choice to exert integrated effort or to default to camouflage laziness is the key choice that determines your character, competence, and future. The most meaningful thing to live for is reaching your full potential. Money. He's coming strong on this one. Kekich says, the choice to exert integrated effort or to default to camouflage laziness is the key choice that determines your character. Every day is a referendum on effort. Every day is a choice on your effort. Every day is a refund for your effort. What do I mean? Every day you get the choice on your level of effort. Every day you get to choose. Am I going to have the effort that I say I'm going to have according to my vision? Okay? Every day is a new day to behave and act again. Every day. He says the choice is to exert integrated effort, or your ability to default to camouflage laziness. Let's pick this apart. Your choice to default to camouflage laziness. So basically what he's saying is your default, your average pace, your average personality is camouflage laziness. And your ability to do that is your key choice that determines your character. He's saying your choice to exert effort or your choice to default to camouflage, like how often you do this and your ability to choose if you do it or don't do it is the key choice that will determine your character. Okay? Do you default to a lifestyle of lying about your laziness? Or do you choose to always push through? He says these things is what determines your character, competence, and future. The most meaningful thing to live for is reaching your potential. Laziness wears 1,000 disguises. Awareness or non-negotiables are the things that reveal them. Your laziness will come in many forms where you don't even know where it comes from or even why you're lazy. But your awareness to do the work, to do the math. What is the math? The math is saying, okay, these are the behaviors that I must do. Am I doing them or not? Period. Am I doing these or not? Laziness wears 1,000 disguises, but your awareness or non-negotiables removes them. If you're lazy, you may not know it. Why? Because you have no goals. And you're like, yes, I do. I have a lot of goals. No, you don't. You have things that tickle your tummy. That gives you a little dopamine spike every once in a while. You have dreams, but no vision. That's different. Goals is vision, not dreams. Goals are not optimisms. Goals is hope. It's different. Optimism is a general idea of excitement. But excitement doesn't bring forth work. Doesn't last long. You want to get things done? Don't be excited. Be hopeful. Hope in what you want and be willing to get your knees dirty, get in the mud and get what's needed to be done. That's the difference. You want to be aware of your laziness? Compare them to your future self. What do I mean? It's called future self comparison based on goal-oriented work. If I want to be in awareness of what I need to get done, I need to focus on a person in the future of who I say I want to become. And what does that person do? Who is that person? What are his behaviors? And I must do those. And if I'm not doing those, then I have lies embedded into my life. I'm lying about the person I say I want to become. And according to my future, I am lazy. You can't do that. You must become aware. And you can only become aware if you see what needs to be done. Okay? And then, but if you see those things and you're like, well, I understand what needs to be done. And you start negotiating with this. What does that look like? Well, you know what you need to do. You know you need to make the phone call. You need to talk to this employee. You understand these things, but you don't do them. You start to negotiate with what needs to be done. You don't wake up on time. You go home too early. You do things that are not analogous and that does not complement your goals. And you wonder why that your goals and results do not work for you. Listen here. You want to get things done? Have goals. Be aware of your input, not the output. We don't care about the effect. We care about what you're getting done. What are you doing? The effort is what matters here. What's your input? And are you non-negotiable about these inputs? Like, I would do these things no matter what. That is the goal. That is what we have to wrestle with as leaders. This is what needs to be done. And I cannot negotiate with it. It can't happen. It's not allowed. You must pursue your potential. You must pursue your future self, your ideal self, like it's oxygen. This isn't fear talk. This isn't, oh, you're talking about not being content because the Bible says you should be content. Dude, shut up, please. Or girl, even. Like, be quiet. You understand nothing. The thing here is be content, but don't be comfortable. Be sick. Be disgusted by the lack of progress. Become disgusted that if you don't progress, if you don't get the things done, that you would die. We talked about that in the previous episodes. The gun to your head, force focus. The gun to your head focus that if you don't progress, if you don't get this done, then you will literally die. That has to be your mentality. And this is saying the same thing here. Pursue your potential. Keke says the most meaningful thing to live for is reaching your potential. Most meaningful thing to live for is becoming the person that you were designed to become. And because of that person exists, his production rate increases. It is beneficial for the world around him. What do I mean? People is like, well, I don't want to focus on me because focus on me, I can't focus on my kids. Dude, listen here. If you become more peaceful, if you become more focused and full of clarity, and you can buy your time back into your future, whatever your goals are, is most likely going to benefit your children, your family. And so everything works out with you being a better person every time. It's never a wrong investment. It never is. Pursue your potential like it's oxygen. Pursue the betterment of yourself. Internally, not externally. I don't care about that right now. Internally, your character. Pursue the better of your character like it's oxygen. And I promise you, the oxygen will not return void. Won't happen. You will see progress. Maybe not instantly, but you will see it. Credo 28. 28. Keke says, keep an active mind and continue to grow intellectually. You either grow or regress. Nothing stands still. What is he saying? You know what he's saying. Stagnation is slow death. Slow death. Why? Because you don't notice it. You're like, well, I'm okay where I'm at. No, you're not. You're dying. You're dying. You have no idea, but you're dying. Why? Because we are designed to produce, to have production, to be active, not to retire. Oh, you can retire, yes, and buy your time back, but you still should be productive. Have meaning. When things loses meaning and purpose, things don't exist, period. Can't. It can't exist. If a tree loses its meaning and purpose, means it loses its life and it doesn't exist anymore. It's dead. It dies. Why? Because it's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. There isn't anything flowing through it. It's not receiving, it is not giving. Like it's supposed to. That's purpose. What I'm saying to you. Keep the focus. And continue to grow. Your growth and the lack of is very important. If you're not growing intellectually, he says, in your mind, with clarity and focus, your character isn't becoming better. You've been the same person for years. Foolishness. Foolishness. Why? Because you're about to die internally. you're about to die. And you are going to be an infestation for the people around you. So, to combat that, keep an active mind. Keep aware. Remove things that are not important. Focus on your character. Focus on who you're supposed to be in your spirit and your being. And grow. Learn things that you don't understand. And pursue things that you don't understand. And be humble about it when you don't understand it. Curiosity keeps leaders young. The stupid saying that curiosity kills the cat. Shut up. Once again, be quiet, please. There are so many lies out there in the world that keeps people at the bottom. I want to teach you the things that it doesn't allow people. You may wonder, like, how old am I? I'm 26. Yes, I am. And I have learned I don't talk about myself here much, but I've learned and been blessed with the finer things internally, which means I have been blessed with an understanding on how to get things done and be very peaceful and relaxed, enjoy family, enjoy friends, and not to have the lack of while hitting goals. So what I'm saying to you is, you want to be young, you want to stay young, remain curious. To be curious, you must understand nothing. And you must understand that you are a speck of dust in the universe. The universe is massive and you are nothing compared to it. And if you were to die today, the earth still moves, the star still stands and everything. And so you're nothing, but you're also very important. And the world needs you, and the world needs to best you, and your family needs to best you. So keep curious, keep learning, and become the best leader you can be. Period. That's it. That's done. Movement of mind precedes movement in life. Movement of mind precedes movement in life. You may be like, what are you saying, dude? What I'm saying, dude, is your ability to be productive in your mind, to be focused in your mind, precedes your ability to be promoted in life. Yeah. Bad character, good talents doesn't equal promotion. I'm sorry. It shouldn't. It doesn't. You should never accept it. Why? Because you're not ready and you will be destroyed. Your ability to grow in your mind is the best thing you need. Why? Because you will produce better results. Every time. You will communicate better to your family. You communicate better to your job, your employees, people under you. You will have more vision. Better results every time. Hands down. Okay? Credo 29. Communicate with precision. Most accomplishments and problems avoidance is built on clear, persuasive communication. Careful listening, thinking before talking, focused questioning, and observing your feedback. Becoming a communication expert. Clarity ends confusion before it starts anything else. Clarity is the goal. People don't buy, people don't move, people don't do anything until there's clarity. Okay? Even if they trust you, there must be a clear path to their goals. So Keker says, careful listening. You must listen carefully to your opposition, to your advocates, to whatever it may be and whomever it may be. Listen carefully. Listen without thinking about what you're going to say. That's hard for us. We love talking, don't we? Listen. Thinking before you talk. It's okay to pause and say, well, give me a second. That's okay. That's honorable. Why? Because you're not talking out of your butt. And then he says, focus questioning and observing your feedback. You ask tailored questions. We talked about this previously in a little more depth. Asking questions that's tailored, not meaningless questions that has no foundation. Your goal is to become a communication expert, but to only do that, you must understand words, neurolinguistics, and what the words mean. You must also understand the goal of the conversation and also understand who you're talking to. Very important. Very important. If you can't master those, you cannot master communication. You can't. Listening is the highest form of leadership. Leaders ask questions more than they tell what to do. They seek to understand more than they seek to comprehend. Okay? Comprehension is you doing so much work to understand. Understanding is you sitting and relaxing and allowing to be and being the sponge to understand. Difference. Okay? Be those. Words build worlds. But the opposite is also true. Understand the power of words, because if you understand the weight behind the word, you will also understand and value the person who you give such weight to. What do I mean? When you speak something to a person, if it meets you right now, at this present moment, my words will either increase you or decrease you every single time. The words I speak will invest into you, your betterment, or invest into your declination. So it's very important that we are aware of the power behind words, because words build worlds, but the opposite is true. Credo 30. Credo 30. Strip away illusion and own everything. Power comes from stripping away appearances and seeing that they are really normal. Take full control of and responsibility for your conscious mind in every aspect of your life. So, truth is power, denial is dependency. Living in truth is power. Now you may say, like, this is ambiguous. What is truth? Well, that's a hard one. Okay? Because our truth is always so subjective on what we can comprehend and understand. So to understand truth, you must become impartial of a thing. You must look at a thing as if you're not even have any effect upon it. What is the possibility that this must happen? He says power comes from stripping away appearances and seeing that things as they really are. Okay? Ownership over everything removes manipulation from anything. I said again. Ownership over everything removes manipulation from anything. What do I mean? Well, if I'm going to gain control, if I'm going to understand my inputs and outputs, that's my ownership. I'm going to filter everything in and out. Everything that I control will be because I understand them. I will not allow anyone to move the pieces behind me. I am not going to be a puppet of anyone. And much more so, I shall not allow it to be done. And the more I increase in understanding, the more I decrease the ability to be a puppet. So my goal is to understand with awareness of what's the possibility of me being manipulated. And how can I end that for the benefit of me and my family? Ownership over everything removes manipulation from anything. If you become responsible and a leader of everything that's in your life, and understand why it's there and the benefit of everything that you have, then you cannot be manipulated from anything. It removes it. Control junk where excuses end. Control begins where excuses end. Don't make excuses. Have responsibility. Get the job done. Have non-negotiables. And anything that you believe, understand why you believe it. Because we are built on media. We are built on the bread, on an appetite of consuming mental junk. And mental junk is the easiest way for the world to keep people blinded. Modern day slavery is mental junk. Yep, I said it. You can tell your dad I said it. You can tell your uncle I said it. You can tell anyone I said it. But I said it. Modern day slavery is today's level of mental junk. Our ability to increase our consumption rate and inherit things mentally, physically, emotionally that does not serve us well. And our ability to believe that we are entitled to be healthy financially, spiritually, mentally, emotionally is foolish. And the entitlement is disgusting. You want to get better. You want to get well. You want to be a high performer and be a high leader of your environment, of your circumstances, of your culture and your influence. You want to actually get things done a better way. Here it is. Decrease your consumption rate on things that you don't understand. Why it's there, where it's coming from, and what does it serve. And decrease your ability to inherit things that are not good for you, for your vision, for your purpose, that doesn't serve you. Everything can serve you. You can't have too many things. If one thing is important, that's important. But if everything becomes important, then everything loses its importance, period. So if you have mental junk in your life, if you have things serving you, coming to you, but it doesn't add up to your vision, and you don't even understand it, what is coming from, why does it exist, and who does it serve, and who controls this junk, then you don't understand your own life and you have no control. Mental junk is the red button that has been pushed for modern day slavery. So, final challenge for you. Audit yourself. Body, effort, mind, communication, control. Take your time. Take your time. This is for you. This is for you, your final challenge. Audit your foundation, your body, your effort, your mind, your communication, and control. Your body as your physical body and what you're getting done. How do you serve your exercising? Are you getting sleep and rest? Are you getting enough according to your vision? Your effort. Are you actually negotiating with yourself, or are you having non-negotiables and doing the work? Your mind. Are you having mental junk? Are you taking ownership? Your communication. Are you speaking clearly? Are you enunciating clearly? Are you listening? Are you understanding? Are you? And control. The things that you're responsible for. The things that you control. The things that you hold dearly to you. The things that if you abdicate them, then their results decline. Those things that you have a position to control. Are you doing those things intensely with vision and hope? Not excitement, but hope. Focus, continue effort to get done what you need to get done. That's all I have for you. I will talk to you in another week. Deuces.